Good morning YouTubers, and welcome back to part 4 of the Honda XL125. Right, jobs for today, and I've got this backlight which is all broken, so I'm going to have a go at repairing that. I've bought myself one of these to have a play around with. It's a plastic welding gun, as you can see, and I've got this crack as well in the mudguard. I'd like to have a go at repairing that. I've also bought myself, because I'm getting really cheesed off with my old soldering iron, a new soldering iron, which is far better than the last one I had. Right, I've had a little go with it. That had broke in half, and I managed to get that back together. I think it's pretty similar to ordinary welding. It's just learning the techniques. When I repaired this, I used this plastic lid off one of the paint pots, use that as a filler rod, just cut strips off on that and use to fill it in. These staples you get for it, what you do, put it in the thing, you put them over and just sink them in, making sure you don't go all the way through. I'll show you in a bit. It's a bit difficult to film it as well as do the job. I'll give you some ideas how it works, or look on YouTube. There's plenty of videos out there on it, and that's why I've got one, because I thought it was such a good way of repairing plastics instead of glass fibre and all the rest. So let me crack on and have a go at doing this. This is going to be the challenging one. It's getting this back together. So let me start playing with this and see how it goes. Right, I've had a little play and I've welded that crack up, so I'm working my way down. I'll show you what it looks like on the inside. As you can see, the staples are there. So what you do, you get it all lined up. That's on the floor again. And this thing, you get it, put it into place, and when you pull the trigger, it eats the ends up. You just sink it in, not too far, just about halfway through. Take your finger off the trigger, just give it a little twist, just a little twist, and just let it cool down, and then it just, once it's cooled, you can just pull it straight off and it leaves the staples there. I'll show you, let me show you on this, just for, so you can see that. So you place it on, pull the trigger, there you go, stop. Well, I've gone straight through. It's really thin, that stuff is, but yeah, as you can see, it melts into it. It's awkward trying to do it one-handed and film at the same time, but let's have another go. Pull the trigger, there you go, not put too much weight on it, let it cool. Right, just hang on a sec, see if I can pull it off. No, it's still too hot. I'll try again. Oh, nah, can't do it one-handed. I haven't got enough control. Right, but that's the general idea. Right, let me carry on with this one. I'll show you on there. Right, now I've got that onto all that, I can show you how it works. So you put it on, well, you can do it that way, let's try it that way. squeeze it together. I can. What you do, you pull the trigger, feed it in a bit, take your finger off the trigger, slight twist while it cools down, and there you go. So let it set. Right, next one. Put them in like that. Little holes there, fits into. That's it. I need to pull it together as best I can. Trying to get it together. Go on, see if you can. No, no. No, that's taking the shape wrong. Wants to go like that. It's even hard with just two of us. Something like that. Twist. There you go. And so on and so on. And that should stop the crack. I'll work my way down, put a few more on, and that joins it together. Right, there you go. It's awkward doing them, filming, trying to hold everything down. But yeah, that's all stitched on now. And it even comes with some little clippers just to trim all these back. So yeah, that's held it together now. That's solid. And if you want, you can always put some filler over the top of that. Just heat some white plastic, melt it all over the zigzaggy bits to give it even more strength. Well, just playing around. So yeah, I like the machine. Just finding your right techniques for it. So as you can see, I've done that one as well. That's put back together. Just got to fill that hole. I'll fill that hole. So we'll clean that up a bit more. I just cleaned it up with a little wheel on the Dremel, which is a bit harsh, so it wants something a bit finer going over it now. But I've repaired the bit that was broke there, joined that up. So we'll just keep playing around, learning how to do it. But it's savable. We've saved it. It'll be okay when it's done. So, definitely an investment in one of these plastic welders. I'm well happy with it. Well, I've really enjoyed playing around with this thing. I think it cost me £18.50 on eBay, and I'm well impressed with it. I've ground the nibs off them. I might melt a bit of white plastic, cut some of that, go over it, but it's strong. It's done the job. It really has. I'm well impressed. Backlight, I'll fill that up. That's got to be cleaned up. Trimmed them all off in there. You can always go over it, melt some more plastic over the staples. But for £18.50, well worth the investment. get one, have a play around. Right, I'll catch you on the next one.